He has a good lead, doesn't go, and the pitch is swung on, grounded up the middle, a base hit. Taylor's going to make third, but no problem. Walker's throw goes into second. First and third for Manny Machado. For Kyle Leahy, he worked 5 innings on May the 10th. No decision at San Diego, giving up 2 hits, no runs. He walked 4, struck out 5, throwing 95 pitches. He's 0-0 with a 0 ERA. It's his 5th game and 2nd start while facing the Padres. But the Padres are set up with first and third. Machado is grounded into 6 double plays, is at the plate. He's 1 out of 6 in the series. Machado swings, fouling it straight back.
He's really struggled with runners in scoring position, too, which you can say about the Padres team in general, but he's just 9 for 54 with runners in scoring position. He does lead the club with his 12 homers and 35 RBIs, but he gets a lot of chances. Been a tough year for him so far.
He has 4 sacrifice flies and hits the ball in the air to right field. That's going to drive in a run. Walker makes the catch. The throw goes into second. 1-0 Padres. 5 sacrifice flies for Machado, who has 36 RBIs.
And I believe that was intended, having Taylor at the top of the lineup to create some speed, to give them a chance, and it came via the walk. And he's actually been swinging the bat pretty well, but to have speed on the bases, no problem going first to third, no problem scoring on that fly ball to right.
Now Kyle Leahy will face left-handed batting DH Gavin Sheets, who plays outfield and first base as well as the DH role, and he takes ball 1 upstairs.
First run that Kyle has given up to San Diego.
That's it right there. Since April the 28th at Pittsburgh, Leahy has won 3 games to pitch in for a strike, but he has had no decisions in his last 4 starts against the Reds twice, the Cubs, and at Minnesota. 2 outs, runner at first base, a run in for the Padres in the top of the first, and the 1-1 pitch. Sheets will have to wait. Quick throw to first and a close play. Jackson Merrill is just back in safely. Merrill got a base hit, moving Taylor to third, and then Machado delivered the fly ball, producing the run. Very close play, and the Cardinals wanted to take a look at it after viewing it in the video room, and the word is passed along to Oliver Marmol. Play on. Leahy, the 1-1 pitch, his 17th pitch of the first inning. Here it is, and that's popped up foul. Going out of play, 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sheets. Sheets is 30 years old out of Wake Forest. Batting .225, 47 hits, 27 runs scored, 13 doubles, and 11 homers for Sheets. The pitch with the runner going. It's taken for a ball. The throw goes into center field from Crooks. Getting up now at second is Merrill, but he can't advance. It's a stolen base.
Crooks never really got the right footing to make that throw, so he airmailed it in the center. It was where the ball, he had to catch it down and in, so when he popped up, everything was not going in the direction of second base. Not his fault, just where the pitch was, and he tried to throw it anyway. He does have a strong arm, but that was not his best throw.
Now the 2-2 pitch with a runner on second base, 2 outs. That's right down the middle, strike 3 called. So Leahy saw the walk turn into a run. The Padres have a run. The Cardinals are coming up at Busch Stadium.
This is former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. Stacy Stift with Country Financial in St. Louis is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and...
Line to right field and over. Diving and hanging on is Austin Martin.
Yeah, and he's playing a good right field.
Right center, Pete into the gap. He dive! Oh, baby! That was fun to watch.
Here comes Collins on a sinking line drive. And that's the 3rd time in a week that Collins has made a diving play. Corbin throws into third, and Liam Hicks is out of there. Corbin Carroll.
It's on the ground to the right side. Four-handed play by Julian. He kept his balance, spins around.
This is ripped on a line to center. Here comes Marcy into a barrel roll, and he makes the catch. And now Massey throws in time with a pick by Vinny. Nifty play.
And Leody Taveras took it away from him up against the fence.
Witt dives, has it. What a get by Bobby Witt Jr.
Pulls it on the ground, and a great stop by Bing, and he throws him out.
Reynolds, can he do it again?
Brian Reynolds not caring about the wall. That one might have hurt a little bit.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas.
Get benefits singing for change. Kick back, relax, and enjoy a night where it's 5 o'clock somewhere, even at 7:15 first pitch. Details and tickets at cardinals.com/theme.
It's Bradley Rodriguez, their opener, dealing outside ball one. What do you think? One inning for him, Ricky?
I think one inning for him. He's been really good when used in this spot before as an opener with 1, 2, 3 both times, and he has plus stuff. We saw him in San Diego. He can rush it up there and also has a very good changeup.
He misses low. Bradley Rodriguez, 6'1", 160 pounds. 22 years old, from Venezuela, working from the first base side of the rubber, out of the stretch with nobody on, and the pitch fouled back. J.J. Weatherholt, on-base percentage of .362, batting .259, 10 home runs and 31 RBIs, and an OPS of .764. The rookie second baseman. They play him to pull on the infield, the opposite in the outfield. Weatherholt takes low. Good take there. He let the changeup go.
Told that Rodriguez idolizes Francisco Rodriguez, better known as K-Rod, and just loves everything about him. Actually pitches a little bit like him.
The 3-1, Weatherholt bounces that to Machado, who plays like a shortstop right at the edge of the grass and throws out Weatherholt. Machado well positioned to get the first out of the game, and Ivan Herrera is coming up, trying to break it 0 for 10. From the first pitch of the season to the last pitch in October, Bet365 is now the official mobile sports betting partner of your St. Louis Cardinals. Herrera is 0 for 6 in this series. Since having a 2-homer game in the series at Minneapolis, though, he's 0 for 10. He's been hit by 2 pitches, scoring a run, and has been on with a walk. So he's found ways to get on base, even though he hasn't been hitting safely. A swing and a chopper foul off to the left for Herrera. Over the last 7 games, Ivan is 5 for 22, 2 homers, 3 RBIs. He has walked 7 times, scoring 7 runs, striking out just twice, an on-base percentage of .469 during the last week for Ivan Herrera. Get on for the big boppers in the middle.
That's his job, top of the lineup.
Standing deep, about as far back as he can go in the batter's box. The pitch, way high and outside. 96 on the fastball from Rodriguez.
So he's kind of an interesting guy to have in the second spot because he has the power that you want for the modern-day number 2 hitter, but he also has the bat control and the on-base percentage of an old-school second-place hitter.
The middle of the infield's wide open for him as Herrera, with a half swing, fouls it over the screen off to the right. A ball and 2 strikes on the Cardinal DH today. Same lineup the Cardinals used last night. Crooks was the DH, batting 7th, and Herrera catching. Just the opposite today. 1-0 San Diego. The pitch, head high and getting out of the way, Herrera. 2-2. Herrera striding toward the pitcher, had to duck. The ball was about 6-8 inches over his head. The 2-2 pitch from Bradley Rodriguez fouled back to the screen.
It's almost as if all Major League pitchers, except for Cardinal pitchers, had a meeting this off season. And they said, hey, let's intimidate Ivan Herrera. Let's throw up and in. Let's see how many times we can hit him.
He's been plunked 18 times, twice in this series. The 2-2 pitch with nobody on base and 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Herrera lines it into center for a base hit.
There you go. And Rodriguez is on the ground.
He took a tumble, and he's getting up. He's lucky he wasn't struck by that smash back through the middle. As we pause for an ID, For our fans in Albany, Illinois, listening in over WVLN and the rest of our great St. Louis Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar. With Mike Claiborne, Ricky Horton, our producer, engineer Jim Jackson. I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium. Did that line drive take out the pitch com?
Boy, I don't know. I think it certainly elevated the heart rate of Rodriguez, the pitcher, who went down, I mean, like a ton of bricks. And I'm so happy that he was not hit by that.
102.7 off the bat.
He had very little time to react, and it was right at his head. And he was able to duck back and then, again, lost his footing and ended up on the ground. Yeah, that could have been a bad deal there for him, so that forced, I think, the Padres to use a mound visit just to kind of make sure he's okay.
That brings in Alec Burleson, riding a 16-game hitting streak. He has 6 homers and 5 doubles, 17 RBIs during the streak. Rodriguez with the pitch. Burley fouls it back, and he had a pitch to handle there, but fouled it straight back. Burleson is hitting .313 during the 16-game streak. 21 hits, 6 homers, 5 doubles, 5 walks, 14 runs scored, and 17 RBIs. Cardinal first baseman standing deep in the box. Slightly open stance, the pitch to him. A foul ball straight back. 2 good swings, but 2 strikes on Burleson. Herrera's the runner at first base, representing the tying run. Each number 2 hitter reached base safely. Their number 2 hitter, Samad Taylor, made it all the way around, scoring after a base hit by their center fielder Merrill and a sacrifice fly from Machado. The pitch, Burleson lifts that foul out of play. Burleson with the left foot near the back line of the batter's box. He stands very close to the plate. Wears number 41 on the home white jersey. While Rodriguez takes a look to first, he focuses in on Burleson. The pitch. A swing and a miss. A changeup strikes out Burleson. Ground out, base hit, strikeout. Here's Jordan Walker. Walker's 0 for his last 4. 7 hits in his last 31 at-bats. 2 of them home runs. He scored a couple of runs, driving in 8. Walker has 2 hits in the series. He has struck out twice. Right-hander against right-hander. Brad Gley Rodriguez from the belt. The runner breaks for second base. The pitch, a strike. The throw goes into center field. Herrera gets up, and he has no time to make third, as the ball was mishandled by Merrill in center field.
Boy, a lot going on that play, including Herrera taking off, stopping, and then having to start again. And for some reason, he felt like he better stop, because I think the pitcher waited a little bit long, maybe a breath longer. He had a tell on him, but he thought maybe he'd get picked off, so he stopped, and then he kept going anyway, and a rushed forced throw by Duran went into center field.
But Herrera didn't want to make the third out over at third base, so he held his ground at second, even though Merrill mishandled the ball backing up the play. Walker, a bounding ball toward third, that's fair. Fielded by Machado, and he's running after Herrera and tags him out. 5 unassisted on Herrera, who made the last out. Between second and third, Walker hit into the fielder's choice.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Okay, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo. Toward the line. Makes the catch as he crashes into the wall.
Dylan Cruz will go back on it near the wall. He's got it. Oh, what a play by Jazz Chisholm Jr. for out number 2.
Ben's got a late start coming in. He dives and he made the catch.
Fairly deep for Reynolds. Ball carrying a bit down to the warning track.
Oh, man, he's becoming the master of robbing home runs.
Shallow center field. Diving in. catching Cody Clemens. Slow tapper. Ozzie again is going to have to hurry, and that was tremendous. Chasing back is Benj on the warning track. He makes the leaping catch. Backhanded by Baldwin from foul territory. Throws, and Harper applies the tag. On the run is Sosa for the line. Oh, what a play.
Bryce Matthews will get tested here. Bryce's throw coming all the way home. He's done it again. Paredes drifting into foul territory. Payne is also there. Isa, what a play. Just reached out and found it with a basket catch. Jeremy's like, how'd you do that?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
First pitch swinging, Xander Bogaerts singles up the middle, and the leadoff man is aboard for San Diego, working with a 1-0 lead in the second inning. Kyle Leahy coming off a game at Minneapolis where he was trying to extend through the third time through the lineup. And he gave up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, a home run, a walk, and 5 strikeouts his last outing. He has given the Padres a run on 2 hits now. Bogaerts takes a lead. Ty France is the batter. He looks at a strike on the outside part of the plate. Leahy gave the Cardinals 5 innings in Minneapolis. But he seems to hit a wall when he gets to the 4th, 5th inning. That's been the case the last few starts. A foul ball back to the screen. And that was on a sweeper that didn't break very much at all.
No,
it was kind of hanging up there.
And the fastball was up too. And I know, pitchers try to pitch up now, but I'd love to see Leahy get more strikes down and then get the strikeouts on pitch up. I think maybe you change the eye level. I think when you throw a first pitch up and away, as he did to Bogaerts, that's kind of where you're looking for it. And this Padres team has shown that they'll hit the ball on the ground if you throw the sinker down in the zone.
A 94-mile-an-hour fastball goes high. 1 ball, 2 strikes on France. France for the series, 1 for 6 with a run batted in. He has struck out twice. Leahy pitches with a runner on first and nobody out in the second inning. France swings and strikes out. What you're talking about in getting strikes lower in the strike zone came into play last night for Andre Palante.
Palante did that definitely, and Palante can throw the pitch up occasionally too. I mean, every pitcher will do that now because that's where the spin comes from and the riding four-seam fastball. But I don't think you can throw every pitch there. I think you have to move them around, and I think you're going to get some easier, quicker outs with that sinker in the bottom part of the zone.
Here's strike 1 on the outside part of the plate, and that was in the lower part of the strike zone for left-handed batting Will Wagner, the former Blue Jay. It's his 8th game this year with the Padres. 4 out of 15, a double, 2 runs scored. From the stretch, Leahy's pitch, a strike called. It's 0-2. We have Margaritaville night coming up Friday, June 26th. Fans with a theme ticket will receive a Margaritaville-inspired hat. Plus celebrate Jimmy Buffett at a pregame concert. That will be performed by the Boat Drunks. Tickets at cardinals.com/theme. The 0-2 pitch outside. So it'll be cheeseburger in baseball paradise.
Yeah, that's right.
That night.
That's right.
1-2 on Wagner.
That next homestand basically takes us up to the end of the first half of the season and basically to the end of June. 1 game in June in Atlanta on the road trip following, but Arizona for 4, Miami for 3, and that Saturday game against Miami will be the midway point of the season.
The runner at first is Bogaerts. He has 9 steals in 10 attempts. Jimmy Crooks puts down an inside target, and there's a foul ball out of play. The pitch was up and in at 95 miles an hour from Leahy to Will Wagner. Will Wagner 0 for 6 on their road trip. He's 1 out of 11. Wearing white batting gloves, lead at first base for Bogaerts. 1 out, and the pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rodolfo Duran, their catcher, the ninth place hitter, waits on deck. Nootbaar, Wynn, and Crooks will be coming up when the Cardinals bat in their half of the second. Leahy's pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. Weatherholt to Wynn. Wynn to Burleson. Double play. Doubling up Bogarts and Wagner. And we go to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Padres.
That sizzle is the sound of flavor your whole family will love and nutrition you can feel good about serving. Beef.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, to do the business, so we went to figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor of, our mother. So that's what Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
And a leadoff laser on the south side. That is his 29th career leadoff home run, his 5th this season. Driven high in the air, belted, Blaze Jordan's first big league homer. Unreal.
This is an authenticated pitcher's duel, everybody.
Cam Schliver got some bullets, 7 innings. He gave up just 1 run.
7 Ks in 7 innings of 1-run ball for Kevin Gausman.
Shallow center field, diving in, catching Cody Clemens with his best defensive play in the outfield this season. Clemens diving, sprawling, great play, ending the 9th inning. He has been absolutely dominant here today, and it took until the bottom of the 9th inning for the White Sox to do anything against him. Second time he's flirted with a no-hitter in the major leagues.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
For one standard size vehicle per room per night. Don't strike out. Book this exclusive offer today at HyattRegencySt.Louis.com.
Griffin Canning comes on to pitch after the opener. Rodriguez gave up a hit. He had a strikeout, throwing 17 pitches, 12 for strikes in the first inning. Canning takes over a 1-0 lead with Lars Nootbaar stepping in the bottom of the second. Fastball outside to Nootbaar. Nootbaar in the series, 3 for 5, 2 walks, 2 runs scored. A sacrifice fly that drove in what proved to be the game winner last night. Canning's pitch, Nootbaar swings through it. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Strategy that's going on in baseball is if a starter is having a lot of bad starts in a row, that you actually use an opener and have him be a bulk guy. And we saw that with Giolito, the first game of this series.
Nootbaar pulls the ball foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the same is true here with Canning, who's really struggled lately. He's 0-5 with a 7.17 ERA and gives up a lot of hits. He's given up 8 home runs, in fact, in 37 innings of work.
The pitch, Nootbaar fouls it back. He lost to the Cardinals May 2nd at San Diego, giving up 6 earned runs on 7 hits over 4 1/3 innings. He walked 2, struck out 5, and threw 83 pitches.
He was just coming off, as I recall, the injured list. He missed the first month of the season with a ruptured Achilles, so kind of a slow start to the year, and he's just not quite gotten into form.
Here's a pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2 on Lars Nootbaar. If you're a Cardinals fan, you know there's nothing like baseball here in St. Louis, and nothing beats 60-cent sippers and on the run the day after the Cardinals score 6 or more. Canning back to work. Nootbaar swings and goes down on strikes. 1 gone for Mason Wynn, who's hit safely his last 3 games with 4 hits and 10 at-bats.
That slider is going to be the pitch that he gets strikeouts with, swings and misses with. Kind of a back foot breaking ball that he threw to Nootbaar. Got him with it twice. And we'll just see if he's on today. But the Cardinals would love him early because the Padres have 1 less reliever in their bullpen today.
The 9th appearance for Canning, the first time out of the bullpen this year, and he throws strike 1 to Mason Wynn. Canning has struck out 40 and walked 22 now in 38 innings. There's a foul ball sailing down the right field line out of play.
So not only do they not have their ace closer Mason Miller available to pitch today, but Ron Marinaccio is beginning his suspension today as well, and so he's actually counts as a member of the roster that can't play, so they're one man down in their pen.
Canning with the 0-2 pitch. Wynn takes outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Canning was drafted by the Los Angeles Angels in 2017, a second-round pick, number 47 overall out of UCLA. Canning with the kick, the pitch. Shot right back to Canning. He put out the glove, and look, he has a baseball in it. A strikeout, and Wynn lines out to the pitcher. 2 gone for Jimmy Crooks.
That was just reaction there, wasn't it?
It was.
I recall one spring training, Jerry Royce, a good friend of both of ours, had an idea that he wanted to be a better fielding pitcher, and he was already a good one, so that he had me do it with him every day. We would hit fungos at each other as hard as we could from home plate just to work on catching quick ground balls, line drives at us. And, that was kind of a scary little drill, probably dangerous, but I think it helped both of us.
There's a foul back by Jimmy Crooks. Of course, Jerry Royce won his 200th game pitching for the Chicago White Sox in Baltimore.
He did, and that day I went up to him afterwards and I told him, this is something that someday you'll be able to tell your grandkids about. In fact, why don't you get them on the phone right now?
The pitch, outside for a ball.
Jerry didn't like that.
And that's as bad as Robin Ventura telling Bo Jackson, who hit a home run coming back after a hip replacement, playing for the White Sox down in Sarasota. So they want a curtain call, Bo. Most of these fans here had the same procedure you did. Here's the pitcher down and in, 2-1.
Oh, that's funny.
That's Ventura. 2-1 the count on Crooks. Of course, Ventura out of Oklahoma State. Crooks out of the University of Oklahoma. Bedlam. The 2-1. Let's see if this is a go pitch. Crooks swings and lifts it foul out of play down the left field line. Got around a little bit late on Canning.
I do think that the wind is going to be a factor at some point in this game, influencing home run distances perhaps if you get it up into the wind, maybe even a fly ball that gets lost. It's really howling right now.
Howling out toward center. As Canning goes to the rosin bag. Jimmy Crooks back in the box. Pitch timer under 10 as Canning goes into his windup. The 2-2 pitch. Down and in, a full count. If Crooks gets on, Blaze Jordan will bat. The Cardinals have won the first 2 games in the series, 3-0 and 3-2. Just a brief 3-game homestand. The next pitch, Crooks fouls it off to the right. So the Cardinals have won 9 of their last 12. They had a 6-game winning streak, broken the last game of the 3-game series in New York, then lost on Friday night, won Saturday, but lost Sunday. Pitch inside, Crooks takes a walk. And Duran, he looked like a goalie as he moved to the right to try to keep the puck out of the net. He kept the ball from going to the backstop, but it was ball 4 on Crooks.
I like him as a receiver. He's got a good arm, but he had that issue last night. Several pitches on the right side, inside the left-handed batters, he kind of catches him off to the side and fumbles with him a little bit.
Now Blaze Jordan, he has a home run in the big leagues. He hit that in Minnesota. It was a 3-run shot. Jordan swings and hits that right to the second baseman. And that's played by Wagner, who steps on the bag. Wagner was playing up the middle. Crooks is out, 4 unassisted. Ricky will tell you about the third, with the Padres leading 1-0.
It's Budweiser's 100.
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a
second. Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain. Would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these, though.
So these are Thai Cubs.
And these are Thai Cubs.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another. Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, Anheuser-Busch, Budweiser, Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We go to the top of the third inning. It's 1-0 San Diego Padres as they had a runoff of Kyle Leahy in the first inning. Ground ball. Nice play on the backhand by Jordan again. Long throw, and he got him. Another terrific play by Blaze Jordan. His second here this afternoon.
Who does he think he is, Ken Reitz?
No kidding.
My goodness, what a play. Hang a star on that one.
Going to his right, he just stopped another potential double off the bat of Rodolfo Duran. And we go back to the top of the order, and Fernando Tatis Jr. The wind and the pitch by Leahy, and that's taken outside for a ball. Outstanding play by Blaze Jordan, who's also done things with the bat, as we know. Yeah, we're not sure what's going on. Everybody's pointing out towards the outfield as if there's something in the outfield, but there isn't. I don't know what that's all about.
They were pointing to the tarps off section, I think.
Maybe they were. There's a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be a tough play for everybody. A base hit for Fernando Tatis Jr. with 1 out. And now you've got some speed aboard. And as we mentioned, Tatis is 3rd in the National League in stolen bases, but he's also 2nd in the league in caught stealing.
8 times he's been caught.
We'll see if he tests Jimmy Crooks here. A walk to Taylor in the first inning was followed by a base hit, then a sacrifice fly. So it's 1-0 at that point. That's what it is as we play here in the third inning. And again, the wind is howling. Now it's out towards left field as Leahy misses low for a ball. Griffin Canning, the bulk pitcher, is in now for San Diego. Bradley Rodriguez started. There's a pitch up and in. That almost hit Taylor, who was showing bunt. Looked like he was actually trying to give himself up and sacrifice there, but...
Or get on with a base hit with his speed.
He may have been trying to do that. Maybe trying to push that bunt. It was a late square. I'm thinking he was going to push that to the right side. There's room over there. Next pitch to him is a called strike. Good fastball. Sinking fastball from Kyle Leahy. 2-1 the count. On deck, Jackson Merrill. Crowd filling in nicely here at Busch Stadium. Cardinals going for the sweep today. The next delivery right down the middle again. A curveball from Leahy.
Looked like Tatis wanted to take off and then stopped.
And now something's on the field. We may get a little bit of that, too. Just debris on the field, as there is a bag now. And Las Diaz put it on his head. And he's laughing about it.
So's Weatherholt.
Yeah, looks good on you. Paper bag. Oh, my goodness. 2-2 pitch, and over to first base is Leahy, and back safely is Tatis.
Well, he's the bag man now.
Yes, I guess he is. Well, I like the fact that he was cleaning up the field, though. Always important to be taking care of your environment. He was. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Samad Taylor. I think he hung that pitch a little bit. He may have gotten away with it, but it is strikeout number 3 for Kyle Leahy. I need to tell you this, that this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the St. Louis Cardinals, LLC, and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this
game may not be
disseminated
without
the express written consent of
the St. Louis Cardinals, brought to you by Brown & Crouppen,
a great law firm. So it's Jackson Merrill at the plate, and that pitch is high. And again, a lot of pitches up from Leahy. And before you write me some cards and letters and emails and texts and smoke signals or whatever you do, I know pitchers pitch up. But he's missing in bad spots in the early going here, swinging a foul off to the left. Again, middle of the plate. When I say up, I think if it's thigh high, it's up. Thigh high to waist high is up. And when you're trying to get a strikeout with a couple of strikes you want to elevate, waist high is good, or even a little above that. But when you're in that thigh high area, that's danger zone. There goes the runner. The pitch is high. The throw to second base is also high. And a stolen base for Tatis, his 18th. Crooks' throw just a little bit high. He does have a strong arm, but a pretty good jump by Tatis.
Yeah, big jump.
But if the throw was on the money, I think that's possible they would have gotten him there. It would have had to been exactly where it needed to be on the second base side of that bag. There's a swing and a foul back by Merrill, who singled his first time. He's also stolen a base. So two of them in the early going for San Diego. They now have 70 stolen bases on the year. The Cardinals with just 49. Leahy set about chest high, and the next delivery is a swing and a miss. He struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Leahy.
That was on a pitch down, right?
It sure was, and he stranded that runner at second base, sending us to the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Padres.
A sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade, you gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
Bottom of the third inning, swing and a ground ball to first. That's backhanded by the first baseman, France, who's a very good fielder. He flips to his pitcher covering. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Nathan Church, who likes to swing the bat, he doesn't like to take pitches. He makes an out with 1 pitch. France, by the way, has 9 defensive runs saved. That's the best among all first basemen in baseball. He's a good one over there. And it is 1 out as the Cardinals try to get to Griffin Canning here at the bottom of the third inning, trailing 1-0. Top of the order, J.J. Weatherholt bounced out his first time. Canning not overpowering. I would say his numbers are pretty similar to Leahy in terms of velocity and pitch selection. There's a strike delivered, a slider at 88 miles an hour. Canning played 5 years with the Angels, 1 with the Mets, and now he's a Padre. Next delivery is way high. And he figures to get 5 or more innings, assuming all goes well with him. We've got some Cardinal alumni here at the ballpark today. Ran into Al Raboski. Seems like he's here all the time. Cardinal ambassador. Always good to see Al. The pitch is high. Neil Fiala's at the ballpark, and also Andy Van Slyke.
So is Al okay?
Al's fine. Why? Because he's an ambassador?
No, you ran into him.
I ran into him. Oh. Didn't realize that. You can't hurt Al. Come on, you know that. The 2-1 delivery is hit on the left side of the field and a base hit. Past the shortstop, Bogarts, who was playing him up the middle, and another hit for Weatherholt, who had 3 of them yesterday. Let's celebrate that by pausing for station identification on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. And we'll see if the Cardinals want to do a little running here with Weatherholt, who stole the base yesterday. Cardinals have 49 stolen bases, and the Padres have 70 as a team. Strike 1 delivered to Ivan, who had a base hit his first time. He hit one right back through the box. Almost clipped the pitcher, Bradley Rodriguez. Scary little moment there. Next delivery to him is a slider high. And that runs the count to 1-1.
Does the ball ever clear the infield fast off of the bat of Weatherholt?
Oh, my goodness.
105 off the bat there.
Cardinals have some guys that have good exit velocity. He's one of them. Walker's one of them. Burleson and the man at the plate, Herrera. First 4 guys have been very solid. That pitch is low. Turn your favorite Cardinal players into All-Stars. Cash your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily.
That's a mouthful.
It sure is. You can also visit MLB.com/vote. Do it that way, too. Throw to first base. Back safely is Weatherholt, and that is a disengagement.
I keep thinking of the line from Lou, the manager in Major League. You know, I think we've got some all-stars on this team.
I think we do, by the way. Too. And they need to get some love. Thanks, Lou, for that. Hitting room on the right side of the infield. The pitch to Herrera is a swing and a miss. That was a good slider by Canning. Second round pick for the Angels in 2017. He's set already, working quickly. 2-2 pitch is hit into left center field towards the gap, but it's going to be run down by the left fielder Taylor, who cuts in front of the center fielder Merrill to make the play. So Herrera flies out to left. 2 outs. Weatherholt back to first. And Alec Burleson, who has a 16-game hitting streak on the line here today. 6 home runs in the month of June. He's also 3 for 9, I should say, against this pitcher. Canning working his second inning. Padres need him to go deep. Cardinals are pretty good with their bullpen, and you can thank Andre Palante and Dustin May for that. May went 9 solid innings. Those are called shutouts, I hear. Those are called complete games. You remember those?
Barely.
Barely, indeed. Burleson at the plate. Holding is the pitcher, and he delivers outside.
Well, the Padres need Canning to go deep, and the Cardinals wouldn't mind Burleson going deep.
They wouldn't. Burley capable of doing that. He has 13 homers, has 52 RBIs now, too. Those are piling up. Next pitch to him is grounded to the right side, right to France. And France goes a little bit to the left and touches the bag gingerly for the final out. He was playing with Burley there, and that sends us to the top of the 4th inning. Padres 1, Cardinals nothing.
A friend is some.
Kevin Gausman was outstanding against the A's last night. Dylan Cease will try to do the same.
Cease was brought on board to not just help lead this rotation this season, but also into the Blue Jays' future.
Just swing and a miss to retire the side. Cease gets Soderstrom. And he blows him away with a fastball for strikeout number 6. He's been striking out guys. There's no question about it.
Blue Jays pitching's got some filthy stuff.
And he rings up another one.
That is 5 consecutive strikeouts and 9 in the game for Cease.
That slider is virtually unhittable this afternoon for these Athletics hitters.
3-2, and he got him with a high fastball for strikeout number 12.
This is a different fastball that we are seeing from Dylan Cease this afternoon. It has been electric all day.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
And well beyond. Their careers define our pages. Treat yourself or a friend to a subscription today at cardinals.com/magazine. Cardinals Magazine, past, present, and future, it's all here.
Cardinal starter is Kyle Leahy. He settled down after giving up a run in the first inning, put up a 0 in the second and third, and will face Manny Machado leading off the next inning, and there's a called strike on a pitch that was not caught by the catcher Crooks. It popped out of his glove and went off to the right, but the home plate umpire, James Jean, called it a strike anyway. No complaint from Machado, who's been upset about a couple of calls in this series. Had a sacrifice fly, the only RBI in this game, and that slider is a called strike 2. Machado just 1 for 6 in this series, 7-time All-Star. Next delivery, 0-2 pitch. He didn't chase there. Machado, Sheets, and Bogarts to bat. Cardinals have not been able to push a run across yet. But we're early. It's only in the top of the 4th inning. And the sun really shining over Busch Stadium right now. The 1-2 pitch is hit sharply, fair inside the third base bag, and that's going to go down to the corner. That was a hanger from Leahy, and Machado does not miss those. A leadoff double puts him in scoring position for Gavin Sheets. That location was not good. That was a breaking ball that just sat, a sweeper that was about letter high, really. Not much sweeping going on with that pitch. Didn't have the right spin coming out of the hand of Leahy, as I just saw it on the replay. Kind of floated out. The next delivery is a pitch a little bit high. That was a slider to Gavin Sheets, who struck out his first time. So Leahy has to go to work here, keep it at 1-0. Checks on Machado at second, then comes home and high again with a curveball. The curveball's high, that's not good. Just not getting out in front with the delivery. Easier said than done. Everybody makes adjustments, and he's going to try to make one here on a 2-0 pitch. And it's popped up on the infield. That's a great result. Who wants it? Mason Wynn can't find it, and it's going to be the third baseman, Jordan.
He's having a game out there in the field.
Did he ever? He cut in front of Mason Wynn near the second base bag to make that play. He stayed with it. He saw it the whole way, and I got to give Mason Wynn credit. There had to be communication going on with Mason Wynn saying, I can't find it, and Jordan stayed with it, caught it right in front of him because of the angle that he was approaching that baseball. That was an outstanding result there. And he is having a day fielding. So 1 out and no advancement for Machado. And Bogarts grounds this one foul past third. They're picking on the wrong guy right now. 1 run on 4 hits for the Padres, no runs on 2 hits for the Cardinals. As the Padres, we mentioned earlier, John said the Cardinals have won 9 out of 12. The Padres have lost 15 of their last 21 games. 1 strike pitch is grounded to the right side. Weatherholt can't get to it. It's going to go into right for a base hit. Scoring from second is Machado. and it's 2-0 Padres. Bogarts picks up his second hit of the game. He just found a hole on the right side of the infield. And again, a pitch right down the middle and up.
He is hittable today.
Yeah, he's just, the location's not been great for Kyle Leahy. But obviously still in this game. Swinging a fly ball down the right field line. Long way to run for Jordan Walker. He's running out of room, and it's up against the screen, and that's just a long strike. Kids, bring your kids, or kids, bring your parents. Or parents, bring your kids. Bring each other to the...
Bring the whole family.
Why would kids bring their parents? I guess that's not out of the ordinary. Bring them to the ballpark is what I'm trying to say. Sunday, June 28th, when your Cardinals take on the Marlins. Kids 12 and under take home a one-of-a-kind Cardinals soccer ball. I love it. We're not telling kids to drive now, are we, John? We're just telling.
Look at me.
We're telling them to convince their parents to take them. Is that what we're doing?
I'll go with that.
There's a pitch outside. So I feel like I'm disrupting a bunch of households. I think you should ask your parents. I'm going to change that. Kids, ask your parents if they'll bring you to the ballpark on Sunday, June 28th. I like that better. Next delivery is fouled off to the right. I don't want to upset any homes, John.
No, we don't want to do that.
Not over a soccer ball. But we do want them at the ballpark. And, of course, Sundays are great days to come out to the ballpark on top of that. And that is a Sunday, the 28th. Kids have a great time with all the games, fun, ice cream, all that comes with our Sunday kids' days. So come on out to the ballpark. Swinging a foul back by France. More debris on the field. There's debris everywhere, John. Debris. It's windy. Hold on to your hot dog wrappers. The 1-2 pitch to France is way high.
That almost went to France.
That almost did. It really did. Northern France. This right-handed batter, Ty France, is right up on the plate. He's almost... he is on the plate. As much on the plate as you can be. He's on that white line. The inside part of the batter's box. He's also deep in the box, too. So he is covering the plate. That typically means that he's not afraid of you coming inside on him. He thinks he can hit that. The 2-2 delivery, here it comes. It's a hit on the ground to short. Mason Wynn has it. Flips to second for one. On to first, a double play. The Cardinals turn another double play. They did it in the second inning, and they do it here in the fourth, but not before the Padres pick up another run on the RBI hit for Bogarts. We're off to the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yogi Berra was an 18-time All-Star and 10-time World Series champion.
This is the only perfect game in World Series history. You ask him about it, and he would say, it ain't been done before, and it ain't been done since.
David Wells was perfect on May 17th, 1998. Beanie Baby Day.
It's not the pitcher that's calling the game, it's the catcher calling what pitch to throw.
Home plate is 17 inches wide. And so he said, well, if it's more than an inch, and it was a lot more than an inch, then it's an illegal bat.
Well, he is. He's out. Yes, sir. He's out. Look at this.
Keep it down a little, will you, please?
Okay, Yogi.
Casey Stengel and the other touring ball players met the King of England.
Of course, with my English, we had a little trouble understanding each other.
As Yogi said, when you come to a fork in the road, take it. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch
this project justice. And so I'm super proud to be creating cards. You know, if you asked me when I was playing in 2017 or 18 if that was going to be a thing, I couldn't have imagined it.
But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Cordell & Cordell, a partner you can count on.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis. CordellCordell.com.
Swing and a high fly to center field. Jordan Walker just got underneath that, and it just came down into the glove of the center fielder, Merrill. Walker gave it a ride, but it is out number one, and like last inning, 1 pitch, 1 out in a game brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment.
So far, a far cry from the last outing for Griffin Canning against Baltimore. 5 innings, 6 hits, 7 earned runs. He struck out 6, walked 5, and gave up 2 homers.
There's strike 1 to Lars Nootbaar. He does give up homers. He's given up a lot of walks and hits, too. 59 base runners in 37 innings coming into this outing. Maybe he likes that bulk job. There's a line drive to center field, and again handled by Merrill. That one hit on the nose by Nootbaar, but it's a line out. This bulk roll is, I guess you're a starting pitcher. If you know you're going to start the second inning, you probably start that the same way you do any start. You're going to get the same kind of treatment. You're just not in there at the beginning, but you're in there like 10 minutes later, so it shouldn't seem that different. But I think the idea is, if you get your kind of shutdown reliever out there for a first inning, get something positive going, some positive mojo, then maybe the starting pitcher who's struggling can ease into the game. I guess that's how that works.
Well, had he been the starter, he would have gone out there with a 1-0 lead anyways. The Padres got a run in the top of the first.
Yeah, absolutely. Facing Mason Wynn, breaking ball is a strike, and that was at the top of the zone. That was a curveball, a knuckle curve. Mason Wynn lined right back to Canning. First time he faced him a couple of innings ago. He'll try to get on for Jimmy Crooks. Breaking ball again, a called strike. Again, a knuckle curve. Again, high in the zone.
The first pitch was a ball.
First pitch was a ball on Mason last time, too, and he did not challenge. He's got an 0-2 count here. And here comes the next delivery. It's hit sharply to right field, and he just gave up an 0-2 hit. There was a time in the minor leagues when the Cardinals pitching coaches instituted a fine if you gave up an 0-2 hit. And the pitchers kind of rebelled at it because they said, well, what if it's a good pitch and the guy sticks his bat out? You're going to fine me $5, which at that time was dinner. And so the pitchers kind of won that battle. They kind of changed it a little bit. Lee Thomas didn't like that, who was running the minor leagues for the Cardinals. There's a strike right down central. Now, if you walk the leadoff batter, no excuse for that, John. That's fineable. Crooks walked his first time.
Yeah, I was fine with that.
You were fine with that? Yeah. And, of course, you get to the big leagues and you get fines for doing silly things. There's a throw over to first. And I would guess the Milwaukee Brewers rookie shortstop may be getting fined today because they convinced him that it was time to go out onto the field, and he went out onto the field, and they didn't go with him. Ooh. So he was out there by himself. So they'll probably fine him for, just for being naive and trusting them. Here's a pitch outside, which is a baseball thing to do. Hitting homers is a baseball thing to do, and Jimmy Crooks, possible for him to do it with a 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. It's inside. They're really crowding Crooks.
Crooks doesn't move either.
No, he doesn't. That looks like the same pitch that he walked on in the second inning, that slider or cutter on the inner half. Wynn takes his lead. Doesn't look like he wants to run. The 2-1 delivery. Not going, and the pitch is a called strike. That slider took the outer half that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-0 Padres. 2s are wild. Only in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 pitch is inside, 3-2. And again, Crooks doesn't budge a bit. So that means Wynn will be moving. And as John Jay told us yesterday, thankful that John joined us during the 3rd inning during our broadcast, said that players have to be ready on this 3-2, and they want him to be thinking score on a gapper. Mason's thinking that. And here comes the 3-2 delivery. Hitting room in right center field. That's grounded up the middle, and it's played by Bogarts, and on the run he throws out Crooks. And the Cardinals are retired, and they have stranded a runner now in 13 straight innings. I don't know what the record is, but the Cardinals on their way to it. They've had at least one on when the inning ends.
Garcia now hitting 199 on the year. He's been better recently. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a high fly ball to deep left field. He got the early lead. A 2-run home run for Garcia. And the Phillies take a 2-0 lead.
There wasn't no doubt about that. That is special.
That's his 7th home run. He's now up to 21 runs batted in.
That was a line drive, too. Wow, what a strong human.
Just when we think we've seen it all, baseball gives us something new to talk about.
Splits two defenders and makes a great grab.
The kick is good, right through the flying uprights.
Oh, went down inside his chest protector.
That's not a catch?
Make way for Batman.
People would love this if we did Lady in the Tramp.
Ronald Acuna Jr. pouring dirt into Ozzie Albies' glove.
He flips the entire glove to first base.
Fast and furious and dead on.
Now let's dive into this week's top plays.
Is pulled and a leaping grab by Shoebake. Carson Bench with a pulchritudinous play.
Moving fast toward big league stardom.
Randy Rosarena. Superman catch. What a leaping grab by Quan.
And those 39-year-old legs are still cooking.
Oh, are you kidding me, Petey? Help it. Oh, hey now, hey now. What a play by Ryan McMahon.
How about that?
Foul ball off to the left, and the question, will Wagner make it out? The pitch to Will Wagner, a swing and a miss. 2/3 of the way there. 0-2.
Look at you doing math.
Been working hard on that one. 0-2 the count on Will Wagner, Billy Wagner's son. There's a ground ball up the middle of the base, and a base hit to center field.
On 0-2.
The Padres have put the leadoff man on 3 times in their 5 innings. Here's Duran. Duran grounded into a tough play. Looked like he had extra bases. Diving play by Blaze Jordan turned that into an out. Here's strike 1 to the right-handed batting catcher.
Clearly, Kyle is working on location, and he's working towards that.
The pitch on the way. Good-looking curveball in there for a strike.
Last 2 pitches much better in that regard, but the base hit by Will Wagner could not have been more middle in the plate with a fastball 0-2. And I know that's not where the plan was. It just went there.
The 0-2 pitch in the dirt, rolls away from Crooks, and he cannot make a throw as he recovers about 10 feet away from home plate. So the single looks like a double after the wild pitch, as the Padres are looking to add on against Kyle Leahy. The Padres have out hit the Cardinals 6-3 and lead 2-0 as it stands right now. 1-2 on Duran.
You know what that pitch was? I'm not going to give up another 0-2 pitch, so I'm going to throw this as nasty as I can.
The pitch taken high for a ball, 2-2.
So he's thinking along those lines. He's just having trouble making those precise pitches.
Doesn't have the command we've seen, like from May or Palante in the first 2 games in the series. The pitch. There's a strike, and it's called on the inside corner.
Or from him in other games, too. So it's just that today. I mean, some days you have it, some days you don't.
Well, that was located very well. Middle in, and strike 3 called on Duran. Top of the order now. and Fernando Tatis. On the Cardinals jersey and across the nation, Stiefel is a leader in wealth management and investment banking, helping individuals and businesses build for the future. Stiefel, where success meets success. Tatis a hit today, and he lines it to center field. Church comes on, and he came on too far. The ball goes over his head and all the way to the warning track. Into second goes Tatis, and to score, Will Wagner.
That's the nightmare play for a center fielder,
Ball
isn't
hit
it?
right at him.
Yeah, it was hit at him. And again, thinking about the wind, the way it's blowing, and the way that ball carried, it was hit very hard by Tatis. But I think the wind certainly played into that to make that ball go over the head of Church and just misjudged it. He's looking up at the flag right now and kicking himself.
A 3-0 lead for San Diego. And here's Taylor. Taylor scored the first run and takes outside. He was showing bunt. So right now the Padres are interested in adding on the 11th double for Tatis. RBI number 25. The pitch, a strike called. So a single, a wild pitch, and then Tatis doubled over Church's head in center field. Tatis with good speed off to his lead at second. Padres are trying to get out of town with one win in 3 games. Leahy's pitch. That swung on, lifted in the air toward right field, backing up on it. Walker. He's there, makes the catch. Tatis tags. Here comes the throw to third, and it's just a little late. Just a little bit late. Good thing Tatis has the good wheels.
Some oohs and ahs on that, though, with the throw from Walker.
Runner at third, 2 outs for Jackson Merrill. Merrill, a base hit, a stolen base. He struck out in the second inning. 3 runs, 7 hits for San Diego. Blaze Jordan plays even with the grass off the line at third. The other infielders are deep with 2 down. The pitch to the left-handed batter swung on and missed. That was 95 on a fastball up in the zone from Kyle Leahy.
You know, oddly, Kyle Leahy might get a chance to get through that third time through the lineup issue that he deals with because his team is trailing. Might just let him go a bit, and he is in the third time through the lineup right now.
71 pitches, number 72 is swung on and fouled out of play, 0-2 on Merrill. The Cardinals have not had a runner on third base so far. They'll try to solve that with Jordan, Church, and Weatherholt coming up after we get past the halfway point in the game. 3-0 San Diego. The Cardinals won 3-0 on Monday and won 3-2 last night. Here's the pitch from Leahy. A swing and a miss. The breaking ball down, strikes out Jackson Merrill for the second time. But the Padres have added on, and halfway through the game, they lead the Cardinals 3-0.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has...
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team. And this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
He's aboard ahead of Corbin Carroll. Corbin last year, the first 30-30 season in D-backs history. Corbin Carroll lines it to right. And it's off the wall. Marte coming around. Corbin Carroll, he's going the distance. He's going for speed. 94 down and in right in his wheelhouse. Thought that ball had a chance to get out of here off the bat, but it hits at the base of the fence out there. And then one of our favorite things to watch, Corbin Carroll legging out a triple. High in the air to right. Carpenter back to the track. He's back to the wall. And it's gone. Halfway home to the cycle for Corbin Carroll. It's his first of the year, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks to the bottom of the second.
Breaking ball down and in slider, battling, trying to locate that pitch, and that's not where you want to throw it to a lefty, especially when that lefty's named Corbin Carroll. 2 big blasts.
tickets. What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The Cardinals trail 3-0. Here's a pitch that's taken for a ball a little bit high from Blaze Jordan. Jordan batting 8th in the lineup. The first time up, grounded into a force out. He takes a strike. It's Griffin Canning, their bulk pitcher, on in relief of Brad Glay Rodriguez, who threw 17 pitches, putting up a 0 in the first inning. The right-hander's pitch way outside, 2-1. The Cardinals last night left runners on in each inning. They batted 8 times, winning a 3-2 game. They stranded 12, going 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. The pitch upstairs, ball 3, 3-1 on Jordan. The night before, 6 left on, going 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. But they won both games. Trailing today, they have not had a runner on third with the Padres up 3-0. The Cardinals bat in the bottom of the 5th. Hitting room in deep left center field. The pitch, and that's taken for ball 4 down and in. The first major league walk for Blaze Jordan, a leadoff walk in the 5th. And before Nathan Church steps in, let's step out for station identification on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. With Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium. The pitch, Church takes low for a ball.
Canning can walk a lot of batters, and
that's one good way to get back in the game.
Good way to get this thing started. And the Cardinals kind of running out of time, giving up a run in 3 different innings. It's starting to inch away, this game is. And this would be a good time to have a response. You don't need the full response, but get something this inning.
The 1-0 pitch coming up. Here it is. A foul ball out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike. Church grounded out. France to the pitcher Canning covering first base. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Griffin Canning with the pitch, and there's a base hit to left field. Nice and easy swing for Church. A walk to Jordan, a base hit for Church. Top of the order to you now, and J.J. Weatherholt.
After misplaying that ball in center field, and that may be a little harsh way to say it, but I think he did misplay it. I think he is thrilled right now that he just contributed to getting something going with the Cardinals here by taking that ball the other way. I mean, these guys are human. They don't want to let each other down. And the point is, you're going to let each other down because it's a game of failure. You're going to make errors. You're going to strike out. You're going to hang pitches. But the idea is stay a team. I think this team does that as well as any team I've been around for a long time. I think they pull for each other. They care about each other. And I think the results are showing that.
With lefty Yuki Matsui warming in the bullpen, Ruben Niebla, their pitching coach, goes out to talk to the San Diego reliever today, Griffin Canning. As Canning is appearing in his 9th game after starting 8. He came on after Rodriguez opened with a scoreless first inning. But I've been thinking, how are the Cardinals going to come back today? And that's what they're thinking down in the dugout.
Oh, and we're trying to stop it right here. They know it's possible. So I think Matsui's probably up for Burleson. Clearly not for Weatherholt.
Weatherholt, a single, well over 100 miles an hour off the bat, up the middle the last time up. And J.J. has 4 hits in his last 6 at-bats. Weatherholt approaches home plate with Niebla just now getting to the top step of the dugout on the third base side at Busch Stadium. The wind howling out, blowing out today. A wind advisory in effect until 8 o'clock tonight here in the Midwest. Canning is ready from the stretch. The pitch. Weatherholt takes outside, and that was the curveball that just didn't curve much at all.
A little sloppy with that, yeah, and that could be a sign of something.
That was maybe the head telling the pitcher, I want this to do that, but the heart said, not so fast.
Head and heart don't always agree.
Here's the 1-0. Inside, nearly hit Weatherholt. 2 balls and no strikes.
And head and body don't always agree, too. I mean, sometimes your body's out of whack. You know what you want to do. You just
Hey, my body's been out of whack for years.
That's just what happens. It gets worse, doesn't it?
Some things you just know.
Yeah, I hear you.
The 2-0 pitch for Weatherholt. Here it comes. Low for ball 3, 3-0 with Ivan Herrera on deck. The Cardinals are looking for an answer to the run in the top of the 5th inning that made it 3-0. But the way things are shaping up, could be a whole lot more than that. The 3-0 pitch for Weatherholt. That's a strike call. Borderline at best. 3-1 on the Cardinal leadoff man in the order, the third hitter this inning, with Jordan on second, Church at first base. A go pitch, a swing, and there's a ground ball to the right side of the infield. The only play for Wagner is at first. He just barely threw out Weatherholt. Jordan goes to third, Church down to second, and here's Ivan Herrera.
Well, he took a look to second base to see if maybe he could get Church out, who was hustling down towards second. Again, speed so important to have in the game of baseball, and that little look almost cost him getting the out at first base.
For nearly a century, Ted Drewes has been serving his famous frozen custard. Try an inspired flavor combination or create your very own. Ted Drewes, unmatched quality, unforgettable taste. Open daily at 6726 Chippewa. Fastball, strike one called. Ivan Herrera has singled, a stolen base. Up until Blaze Jordan made second base, Herrera was the only runner to reach second. That was in the first inning, and there's a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Herrera. But now the Cardinals have their first runner on third, Jordan, with Church at second base.
What you can't have is a strikeout here. The Padres conceding a run with the infield back.
The pitch. Herrera takes up and away, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ivan has 2 sacrifice flies, 31 RBIs. For the series, he's 1 out of 8. Canning is ready, the pitch on the way. And there's a ground ball to the first baseman. The throw comes home, and out at the plate is Blaze Jordan. Three-2 on the out, on to third base, Church, and on with the fielder's choice at first base, Herrera. Just a little squibber.
Gutsy throw, don't you think? I mean, even with...
But Jordan is not
running,
a fast runner at all. That's
not.
why France took the chance.
He did. But you make a mistake on that throw and you open up the inning. And he is a good fielder, as we've mentioned. And I think a right play and a gutsy play, and he just did it right. And again, the throw was right on the money in time to get the runner Jordan at the plate. But I think there are other first basemen that wouldn't throw it. They just take the out.
Well, Burleson is going to face Griffin Canning, even though Matsui, the lefty, is ready in the bullpen. The tying run is at the plate. A swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, twisting foul and out of play beyond the Arenado seats down there.
I think if there were just one out, then we'd have a different story. Matsui would be in this game. And if there were 2 runs on the board, it might be a different story. But they're going to give him one more shot at Burleson here.
Burleson, a strikeout, facing Rodriguez, a ground out while facing Canning. First and third, 2 outs. The pitch. Burleson grounds that foul. That goes over to the Cardinal dugout, and it's 0-2 on Burleson, who's riding a 16-game hitting streak.
Disappointing if the Cardinals don't pick up a run here.
2 hits and 11 at-bats in the series. One of those a double for a run batted in for Burley. He's in the hole 0-2, and Canning with a disengagement. It's a hot one out there. The sun beating down on the field here at Busch Stadium. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th for the Cardinals. And the 0-2 pitch. Here it is for Alec Burleson. A swing and a smash past Tubby Clapp, the first base coach.
Nick Stanek is throwing in the pen. I wonder if Leahy's out of this game. He does have 73 pitches in his 5 innings of work. I'm guessing he is. With Machado due up.
In the meantime, Burleson is trying to find a way to get a run in here. Another 0-2 pitch to the Cardinal first baseman. Swung on, and there's a hit to right field, and the Cardinals are on the board. Taking the turn at second and stopping is Herrera. The hitting streak grows to 17 for Burleson, who just drove in his 53rd run, 3-1 San Diego. The batter is Jordan Walker. Walker is 0 for 2.
And I think this is the other reason that Matsui's not in the game. In case he was not able to get Burleson, I don't think they would have liked this matchup. The lefty Matsui against Walker, because Walker can change the game right now.
Walker with 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. A swing and a foul ball out of play off to the right. Walker hit into a fielder's choice facing Rodriguez in the first inning and a fly out to center fielder Jackson Merrill in the fourth. Walker for the series, 2 hits and 10 at-bats. Rocking the bat back and forth. Herrera leads at second. Burleson, big lead at first. The pitch, broken back ground ball to Bogarts. The shortstop throws to second to Wagner to get the out on Burleson coming down. But the Cardinals are on the board. We go to the 6th. The Padres have a 3-1 lead.
Raising Cane's invite.
Ball deep center. Edmonds going back. The ball is going long. 3-run home run. Bowman shot. The Jays on the board first. In one swing, Bobershep makes it 3-0 and chases Shohei Ohtani from Game 7. Breaking ball, and he was all over.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman. Hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out.
A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book.
It's ridiculous what he does.
Forbes asked and people answered. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is one of America's best insurance companies. Forbes recognizes what their customers have known for generations. Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance is committed to protecting families and the lives they've built. For auto, home, life, and business protection, count on Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance. If you're in Jefferson County, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Kevin Polite will make sure you have the coverage you need. Reaching for a sweeper. Machado hits a foul ball out of play off to the right. It's a perfect day going at the plate for Machado. The Padre third baseman drove in a run with a sacrifice fly, doubled and scored in the fourth. He hits it hard to third. Staying down on it, Blaze Jordan, and the Cardinal third baseman throws out Machado by 20 feet. Now Gavin Sheets.
Another smooth play by Jordan at third, and this is exactly what we were talking about with Leahy. Stanek was up and ready to go. If the Cardinals would have gotten 3 runs that inning, maybe if they would have just gotten 2 runs, I think we would see Stanek in this game. But here's an opportunity while he's down to give him a chance to get the third time through the lineup.
3-1 in favor of the Padres. Gavin Sheets 0 for 2 today, takes ball 1. Sheets, the first time up, struck out, a called third strike. And then a pop-up to the third baseman, Blaze Jordan, who made the catch right in front of the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Mason lost the ball in the sun, but Jordan stayed with it, made a wonderful play. Leahy with the sign. Jimmy Crooks puts down the target. And the 1-0 pitch here for Sheets. There's a strike with a sweeper catching the outside half. Get up close and personal with more than 60 species of butterflies and more than 150 exotic tropical plants, and that's at the Butterfly House in Faust Park. A swing and a miss, 1-2 on Sheets.
Breaking ball down has been hard to hit from Leahy, whether it's the curveball or the slider.
You can learn more about the Butterfly House and everything going on in St. Louis by visiting ExplorerSt.Louis.com. The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt like he was swinging at a butterfly. Sheets goes out. That's the 7th strikeout for Leahy.
A lot easier to use a net, I think.
Much better
than a bat.
Bogarts has been on with 2 singles. His second hit drove in Manny Machado with the 4th inning run. A run in the first, 1 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. The San Diego 3-0 lead. The Cardinals were able to cut into that with a run in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bogarts takes a strike. He had been up there first pitch swinging the first 2 times.
Is the command getting better?
I believe it is. Stanek has taken a seat, and it's Matt Swanson backing up Leahy. The pitch, a high fly ball, right field, backing up with room. Walker is there in front of the track. He makes the catch. On to the bottom of the 6th. The Cardinals need some base runners, trailing San Diego 3-1.
What do you dream of? Scoring front row tickets?
I can't imagine transitioning from loving baseball cards to then knowing it's inevitably coming that you're going to be on baseball cards. What was that moment like for you?
Yeah, I think the first card I saw was when they did something for USA Baseball, and then now seeing my face, seeing me playing baseball on a card, it was surreal. It wasn't that, like, it was that moment where, like, wow, this is really something.
Yes, Scooter, you made the phrase, holy cow, popular. So, at this time, Scooter, your friends have decided to present you with your own holy cow. You know, I'm not sure that was rehearsed beforehand.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
United Healthcare Medicare plan. Count on United Healthcare to be there with Medicare coverage for your whole life ahead. Learn more at uhc.com.
Well, how are the Cardinals going to come back today? Griffin Canning comes back to open the inning, and a left-hander is throwing in the bullpen. Matsui has been throwing off and on the last inning or so, but it's left-handed batting Lars Nootbaar facing the right-hander. Swing and a miss. Nootbaar could not hold up on a slider that was out of the strike zone. Good to have the Zimmer radio team and customers from Columbia and Jefferson City in the Cardinal Nation rooftop today. The pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Nootbaar has struck out swinging and lined out to center field, both at bats against Griffin Canning, who's working with a 3-1 lead as the Cardinals bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. And good to have John Zimmer and his group here today. And good to have you with us as the Cardinals go for a sweep, but they're going to have to do so in come from behind fashion. So the Cardinals have 19 comeback wins this year. The 2-strike pitch. Nootbaar takes down an end for a ball. Score 2-for-1 Redbird tickets when you buy 8 or more gallons with the Fuel Forward app at participating Phillips 66 or Conoco stations. Learn more at cardinals.com/Phillips 66. Cardinals have been out hit 7-5 and trail by 2. Canning's pitch. Nootbaar taps that one foul. Got around a little bit late, but that went foul by about 3 feet. With third baseman Manny Machado playing way off the line, playing like a shortstop. Bogarts is up the middle. A very deep second base for Will Wagner. The pitch. Nootbaar looks at a ball up and away, 2-2. He took the changeup for ball 2. Canning came on in the 2nd inning. He has a pitch count of 69. The wind up, the kick, the pitch. Nootbaar strikes out swinging on a pitch inside. He strikes out for the second time.
I can tell you they're thrilled with what Canning's been able to produce today. If you go this far with just one run, they do pitch well. The Padres do. They've had a hard time scoring runs, but to have him come in after all the bad starts that he's had in a row and do what he's done, this is more than they would have expected.
Their left-hander warming in the bullpen now is Kyle Hart, as Canning pitches to right-handed batting Mason Wynn. Wynn takes outside. On deck, a left-handed hitter, Jimmy Crooks. The Cardinals had runners at first and third base, and on a fielder's choice, Blaze Jordan was thrown out at the plate. The pitch high here, 2-0 on Wynn. And then Burleson was able to deliver a two-out base hit. And that scored Nathan Church with the Cardinals' run in the bottom of the fifth inning. Burleson extended his hitting streak to 17. The 2-0 pitch for the Cardinals shortstop. Ball 3 outside. When you're down by a few runs, in this case 2, walks are appreciated.
You bet they are. Then you're just one big fly away from being right back in this game.
On 3-0, Griffin Canning into the windup, his pitch. A strike called. Canning has walked 2. Mason Wynn takes the batter's timeout. That would have been ball 4 had it been challenged. The 3-1. Wynn takes a strike. Was that in the strike zone?
And that was just barely in the strike zone.
But the one before was not.
Yeah, Mason's had 2 or 3 that he could have challenged in this game.
3-2 with 1 out. Here's Canning with the kick and the pitch. Way outside, not even close. Ball 4. And Jimmy Crooks comes up representing the tying run.
And here comes Stammen.
We have a pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We'll give you a break right here and come back.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Lefty Kyle Hart gets the call, and he is going to be facing a pinch hitter. Nelson Velasquez is going to come off the bench.
I like this move by Ali because Velasquez has the chance to change this game with one swing of the bat. He was talking about the ball coming off the bat of Walker, how loud it is. And he said, you know, it's kind of the same when Velasquez hits. When I listen to those two guys take batting practice, it's a different sound.
It's not that ping, ping.
No, it's a crack of the bat, and it's loud. And I'd love to hear a loud one right now. And this lefty, we saw him in this series. He's tough.
For Hart, game number 14, 0-1 with a 4.82 ERA. He has not given up a home run this year, not yet. One out, runner at first base, tying run at the plate in Velasquez. He has 2 homers, 6 RBIs against left-handed pitching. He takes way inside. And that was a sinking fastball, just a little cut to it at 95 miles an hour and almost hit the right foot of Velasquez.
Another example of the catcher Duran losing his footing and reaching out and falling down to catch a pitch that was way inside. Unique.
Mason Wynn, good speed at first base. The pitch. Check swing outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes on the Cardinal pinch hitter.
Padres bullpen, 3.07 ERA. That is the best part of this team right now. They're a good defending team too, but second in baseball with their bullpen.
Bottom of the 6th, the Cardinals trail by 2. Velasquez at the plate. Hart will look to first and the pitch. Nope, throw to first base. Back in easily, Mason Wynn. Hot, sunny day here in St. Louis. The final game of a brief 3-game series. So the Cardinals are trying to find a way to come back and sweep the Padres. 3-1 San Diego. From the stretch, Hart checks on first. Now he pitches. A foul ball back to the screen. It's 2-1 on Nelson Velasquez, who had some kind of spring training. But he did not make the opening day roster. The Cardinals are off to Kansas City after the game and then back home to play Arizona Monday night. The 2-1 pitch here to Nelson Velasquez. The runner goes, and Wynn has been caught off first base. Francis throw down to second. Wagner tags him out. Caught stealing.
That'll be 1, 3, 4, and too bad. Bad timing, and that's when a lefty can see it right in front of him. If you take off too soon against the lefty, and they have the ability to hang a little bit. Mason tried to sneak that hand in around the tag, but the Cardinals say play on. Didn't quite get it there.
Well, it counts 2-1 on Velasquez. With 2 outs, he's trying to get on for Blaze Jordan. Kyle Hart working from the stretch with nobody on now. A swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. 2-2. Mason Wynn has been caught stealing for the 2nd time this season. Velasquez taking his time getting back in. The pitch timer winding down inside 10. Hart with the 2-2 pitch. Long pause, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. Slider down and in. Strikes him out. Ricky has the 7th. 3-1 San Diego.
CSUN loads with a 2-2. And it's foul tipped into the glove, strike 3. Blew the fastball by Harper at 98. First strikeout for Cease off the injured list, and there are 2 down.
That's just a good sequence.
Coming inside now.
And he strikes him out. 3 pitches to get Schwarber.
Well, you know, with Schwarber, there is some swing and miss. The strikeouts will be there.
Swing and a miss.
Changeup got him swinging way out in front. It's another strikeout. Strikeout number 6 today for Dylan Cease.
Swing and a miss, and Cease gets Bohm again.
Got that slider out there and got him to expand. You want to stay outside against Bohm, and Cease did a good job with that pitch, making sure it's just off the edge.
He's 0-2. Harper takes off, and the pitch cut on and missed, strike 3. 11 strikeouts in 6 innings of 1-run ball for Dylan Cease.
To be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Our game goes to the top of the 7th inning. It was a quality start for Kyle Leahy as he went 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, walking 1, and striking out 7. And 7 is how many hits he gave up as well, 81 pitches. So a quality start for Leahy. Gives way to Matt Swanson, who has Ty France here to lead things off in the top of the 7th inning. And the first pitch is a little bit low, caught by Pedro Pajes, who is now doing the catching for the Cardinals. So Swanson and Pajes are the battery. Kyle Hart came on to get the Cardinals out in the bottom of the 6th inning. They didn't strand a runner because Wynn got picked off. There's a line drive foul down the left field line. That breaks a string of 12 straight innings where the Cardinals had left a runner on base. Actually make that 13 straight innings. France, Wagner, and Duran to bat here in the 7th inning. 3-1 Padres. Next delivery is hit in the air towards shallow center field. Church backs up. Now he comes in. He's fighting the sun and the wind a little bit, and he makes the play for out number 1. That play in center field did help the Padres pick up an extra run, a ball that was hit right at Church. Again, the wind is a factor today. It's still really blowing out hard towards center field, and it went over his head. That was Tatis at the plate, and we hope not to see Tatis here in the 7th as we're at the bottom of the order, and it is Will Wagner. Bats from the left side. He has grounded into a double play and singled, and the first pitch goes back to the screen. Graybar is your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power, connect, and maintain your operations. Yep, Graybar does that. Wagner deep in the box. Swanson delivers, and that one's popped up towards left center field. Who wants this one? It is Nupar who makes the play in left. And that's out number 2. 2 fly ball outs. Let's celebrate by pausing for station identification on the Cardinals radio network powered by Graybar. Rodolfo Duran at the plate takes low for a ball. 97 from Swanson. Duran is 0 for 2 in this game. Swanson has settled down a little bit. Boy, he had a rough start to this season, but he is a very, I would say, helpful pitcher at the moment. Misses with the cutter or slider. He's 2-1. His ERA is over 7. Can't kind of hide that, but the 30 innings of work, 35 hits, 15 walks, 30 strikeouts, but a lot of those walks were early. Got him in trouble. There's a line drive down the right field line. That's going to be fair, and it's going to go over towards the wall. And Jordan Walker has to run it down. That's going to be a 2-out double. Hit off the end of the bat by Duran. He didn't really smoke it, but it still counts. That is the 3rd double of the game for the Padres, a team that is really not hitting with much power. One of those doubles belongs to the man at the plate, Tatis.
That's a ball that sailed over Church.
It is. He's also singled and stolen a base. That's kind of like a double, too. That came in the 3rd inning. So Duran, the runner at second base. Tatis at the plate, and a swing and a miss at a slider. And that was a total arm swing by Fernando Tatis. His power stroke has not been there this year. He has 2 home runs, 24 RBIs. That is not typical of him. Usually the body and the swing go together, but it's all arm swing there as he fouls that one down the right field line. And that's going to just get out of play. And he's now down 0-2. In the bottom of the 7th inning, who will the Cardinals have up, you might ask?
Who will they have up, I might ask?
Blaze Jordan. I'm glad you did ask. Blaze Jordan, then Nathan Church, and J.J. Weatherholt. Top of the order will see some action in the bottom of the 7th. The Cardinals trailing by 2 runs. Swanson delivers in the dirt, blocked by Pages. Three runs on 8 hits for the Padres, 1 run on 5 hits for the Cardinals. Again, the Cardinals, in case you're just joining us, going for a sweep today. They've had a really good first couple of games here. But the Padres have picked up 3 runs in this one. Next pitch is popped up towards right field. So an F8, an F7, and now an F9 as Walker makes the play. And that sends us to the 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum, built for big moments. Here for St. Louis, hoping some big moments ahead for the Cardinals offense as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, 3-1 San Diego.
It does. They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet, porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Former Cardinals shortstop and postseason MVP David Eckstein. Wayne Schaefer with Country Financial in Jersey is proud to support the St. Louis Cardinals and the local community. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, Country takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs. They explain what options work best for you, making insurance easy. Search Wayne Schaefer Country Financial to get a quote or book an appointment today.
Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Cardinals trailing by 2, and it's Blaze Jordan leading things off against Hart, the left-hander, and the first pitch is high for a ball. The 7th inning stretch was presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV, all from one place. Jose Fermin in the on-deck circle. Looks like he will bat for Nathan Church, and the Padres do have a right-hander throwing in their pen. Next delivery is a called strike to Jordan, who has grounded out and has also walked in this game. He was cut down at the plate by their first baseman, Ty France, who made a throw to the plate on a ground ball that Herrera hit. The 1-1 pitch is tapped towards the shortstop, and it's Bogaerts that comes in, got the right hop. He's a smart player, and he throws out Jordan. And that's out number 1 for the Cardinals, who are running out of outs here as we play in the 7th inning. When the game is on the line, like it is now, call the closer, Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of your St. Louis Cardinals. And it is Jose Fermin to pitch hit, and they're going to let the lefty face him. And they will do that because there is a lefty Weatherholt on deck. So Fermin's been very good for the Cardinals off their bench. Hitting .268. And he has occasional power, a couple of home runs, 12 RBIs. Batting from the right side, he's from the Dominican Republic. First pitch to him is hit hard to center field, and backing up is Merrill, and he's going to make the catch on the warning track about 2 feet from the wall. And the wind's not blowing out much right now. Looking up at the flag, it's not really what it was earlier, and I wonder if that would have been a difference maker on that fly ball that Fermin hit. He needed one more club there. So it is out number 2, and J.J. Weatherholt will bat with nobody on here in the 7th inning. Cardinals indeed running out of outs that they can work with to come back in this game. But they've done it several times this year, so do not count them out. First pitch to Weatherholt, a check swing and a foul at the plate. That hit his bat by accident, but it still counts. Weatherholt has singled and grounded out twice in this game. He continues to find ways to get on base. Cardinals need him to do that here, and he gets that ball on the ground, and it's going to be handled by his counterpart, Wagner, who throws him out. The Cardinals go quietly here in the bottom of the 7th. 1, 2, 3. John will have the play-by-play in the 8th inning for you as the Padres, in the final game of the season.
So Rockies is really like where my major league career really took off. You know, it was a special time in my life, 7 years with the team, and this jersey in particular, 2018 postseason patch on it here. So I've always kept all these jerseys with the patch on them because that's what it's all about, is getting to the playoffs and trying to win the championship. You know, the black jersey with the cutoff, not a lot of teams rock the cutoff anymore, but this is a jersey we wore all the time in Colorado.
This is going to be one of those games that you're going to have to fight the elements. And I don't think that'll be the last bat toss we see tonight.
I would imagine not. As he slid behind Neto, took out his legs, but Neto held on to the ball.
Check out what our cameras caught. That's right. Smacking himself in the face. He really likes to pump himself up and make himself angry.
Oh, he used the hat. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, take a bow.
All right, absolutely.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
It's getting late in this one. The first pitch of the 8th inning by Matt Swanson is fouled off by Samad Taylor. Taylor walked and scored the first run of the game. That was in the first inning. He advanced on a base hit by Jackson Merrill and scored on a sacrifice fly by Manny Machado. 3-1 San Diego as the Padres bat in the 8th. Check swing and outside a fastball. Swanson on even terms now, 1-1 with Taylor. He'll be followed by Merrill and then Machado. And Brule, a left-hander, has been throwing in the Cardinal bullpen. The pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maryville University offers online certificate and degree programs for people balancing school, work, and family life. No application fees, no entrance exams. Learn more at maryville.edu. Batter's timeout taken by Samad Taylor. Taylor rocks the bat back and forth. Balanced infield behind Swanson. The pitch swung on and missed. The Cardinals throw the ball around the infield. The first strikeout for Swanson. He'll go after Jackson Merrill. Or will he? Nope. It's going to be Brule coming in. We have a pitching change brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, feeding Cardinals fans across the nation. We'll be right back.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Justin Brule will face left-handed batting Jackson Merrill, but then he has to face the right-handed hitting Manny Machado before getting to another left-handed batter in Gavin Sheets. Nobody on base, one out. An inning and a third for Matt Swanson. He gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, one strikeout. 3-1 in favor of the San Diego Padres as they bat with one out in the eighth inning, and the pitch for Merrill. A big sweeper, check swing outside, ball one.
Well, the real idea here is that Swanson actually looked really good in this game. I think that's as good as we've seen him in a bit.
I agree.
Really nasty slider, and the idea is let's have him ready tomorrow and the next day maybe.
The pitch, a swing, and there's a high fly ball down the right field line, home run distance foul.
Hanging slider, he got away with one.
Brule has given up 2 home runs. He has hit 6 batters in 29 2/3, 30 hits allowed, 15 earned runs. The opponents bat .273 against him. His pitch, Merrill fouls that off his right foot. The ball rolls out front of the plate to the infield grass, and Merrill hopping around, walking around in the circle around home plate. He'll try to walk that one off before facing Brule for the 1-2 pitch. Brule gave up a couple of hits to left-handed batters in Minnesota. Looked pretty good in an outing in New York. In fact, that was fouled off the leg, fouled off of Merrill's right leg. Thought he fouled that one straight down off his foot. He's trying to walk off the pane, talking to the home plate umpire, and that's James Jean. For Kyle Leahy today, 81 pitches over 6 innings, a quality start as he gave up 3 runs, 7 hits, walking 1, striking out 7, throwing a wild pitch. He's on the downside of this 3-1 score. The pitch, a foul ball backing out of play. Merrill is the batter, but nobody on, and Manny Machado waiting on deck. It's going to be Herrera, Burleson, and Walker, the middle of the Cardinal order coming up. Adam has thrown a whole ball game in the bullpen out there in left center field for San Diego. He's warming up again. The pitch taken high for a ball, 2-2.
Roy Croft is backing up Rule right now in the Cardinals pen. We haven't seen much of him since his recall.
Working from the stretch with nobody on, the 2-2 pitch. Merrill fouls that one off to the left. Merrill's day so far, a base hit, a steal. And then he struck out twice, all 3 at bats, facing Kyle Leahy. The Padres scored in the first, added on in the fourth, a run in the fifth. The Cardinals got their run in the bottom of the fifth. The 2-2 pitch. A line drive, right center field. Walker's going to have to play it on a bounce. Sinking line drive that drops in front of the Cardinal right fielder. There's Manny Machado. Machado, a sacrifice fly, a double, a run scored. He's 1 for 2 officially. He grounded out to the third baseman, Blaze Jordan, his last time up. Machado, while he's a home run candidate, is also a double play candidate, grounding into 6 of those. Brule looks to first base. Now the pitch. Strike called. And that is being challenged by Machado.
It was not a strike. Not close.
This is a strike. The batter challenged it.
Machado's going to win this.
He did by plenty.
This is the ball. San Diego has 2 challenges remaining.
And you pointed out earlier, had Mason challenged a couple of pitches, they would have been overturned. But they were close enough, and the batter has to make the decision within a couple of seconds. Here's a swing and a foul that hit Pedro Paez, who's reaching for a new baseball. And James Jean, the home plate umpire, Paez tells him, I'm okay, let's go.
Padres have 3 runs in this game, which isn't a lot, so the Cardinals' pitching hasn't been bad. But they have the 3 runs because of pitches that were in missed locations. And that base hit right there by Merrill was a pitch in a missed location.
Moved to first, a lollipop toss over there, just a lob, and back in easily, Merrill. Why even throw the ball? Just step off. Merrill, a good lead. He has 11 steals. The pitch. Machado hits that one in the air, center field. Fermin to his left, and Jose puts it away. It's Nootbaar in left, Fermin in center, Walker in right field. That's the Cardinal outfield now.
The only reason you might throw it like that instead of stepping off is you're looking for as a left-handed pitcher, you're looking for the runner to go when you first pick up the foot. That's what happened with Hart and Mason Wynn. Once the foot came up, Brule, I think, saw him going back to the bag and realized, well, I don't need to throw it hard now. I'm not going to get him. But I think he was hoping that he might be going on that first lift.
Now Merrill takes his lead. Another left-handed batter, and Sheets looks at a big sweeper for a strike.
That's the best one he's thrown right there.
Sometimes a runner breaks, and that lollipop toss over there results in a stolen base.
But he would have thrown it harder if the guy had taken off.
You would hope.
Yeah, I would. Yes.
You would hope.
Yes, I would.
You never know.
Good point.
The pitch to Sheets. A swing, and there's a hit to left field. The 2 left-handed batters Brule has faced, they have hits, just like in Minnesota. And Bogarts, a right-handed batter, is coming up. As the Padres are looking to add on, Roycroft is ready in the bullpen, and
here he comes.
It's going to be Roycroft facing Bogarts. Pitching change brought to you by Goodwill. We'll be right back.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Mi trabajo es sencillo, cachar ese ritmo que solo nuestra gente tira y regarlo por toda la temporada. Flow mayor is where all those rhythms meet. Porque el flow no es de un solo jugador, es de un corillo entero que prende estadio. De San Diego a Santo Domingo y cada parada en el camino. Cuando estamos activos, la liga sube de nivel. Esto es Flow Mayor.
Chris Roycroft gets the call out of the bullpen as Roycroft will be pitching to Bogaerts. A couple of right-handed batters coming up in Bogaerts and Ty France. Two left-handed batters out of the three faced, and Brule gave up singles to Merrill and Sheets, retiring Machado on a fly ball to center. 2 out of 3 for Bogaerts today, who came in 0 for 7 with 3 strikeouts in the series. So the Padres look to add on, and Bogaerts is hit by the first Roycroft pitch, loading the bases.
And that clipped Pages really hard as well. And he's down behind home plate, so the batter was hit, and so was Pages. Not sure where it hit him, but he's doubled over right now at the plate.
Chris Roycroft, just back from the minor leagues, appearing in his 7th game overall, 0-0 with a 13.50 ERA. Over 4 innings, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 homer given up, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts, and now a hit batter. Pages still down on the right knee, getting attention at home plate. Bogaerts walks to first, and the bases are loaded.
Felt like it got him in the side of the head. He's actually holding his, trying to feel his left ear right now. He must have turned his head because the ball was coming in, and then took it off the side of the head. He's seeing stars for sure. I mean, he's one tough dude, though.
He is. He's putting the helmet back on and the face mask.
Just said, I'm all right. I could read the lips there with Ali Marmol.
Adam Olson, the Cardinal head athletic trainer, out there quickly. And Pages stays in the game. So Brule gave up hits to Merrill, Sheets. Not Merrill Sheets, but Merrill and Sheets.
She's a great actor. Actress.
No, that's Streep. Ty France, the batter. Bogaerts takes his base, loading the bases. 2 outs, top of the 8th, the pitch. A strike with a cutter over the inside corner to France. France is 0 for 3.
Roycroft has been victimized so many times by the hit by pitch, the walk, and then a little dribbler to third. He has so much movement, he gets a lot of balls topped that he just can't make a play on.
The 1-strike pitch outside, a check swing by France. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's almost like you can see it coming too, John. I mean, a half dozen times more than that. I would say more.
He had, a walk and one of those little dribbler hits against him in Minnesota. With the runners leading all the way around, the 1-1 pitch. Way outside, 2 balls and a strike. The runs given up, 7th inning on, are so hard to get back. We have been 3-1 San Diego since the bottom of the 5th inning. Now it's 3-1 in the top of the 8th. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Padres. And Roycroft on 2-1 to Ty France. A swing and a drive to left field. Nootbaar moves back and makes the catch head high. Well, that wasn't your little topper.
No, it wasn't.
Thank goodness it had some air under it and carried all the way to Nootbaar, leaving 3 on. Let's see if that can light a fire under the Cardinal offense as Adam is going to come in out of the bullpen for San.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it. But as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time. It is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
Diving stop from X. He flops down, tosses to first. That is in time. Grounded sharply. Flagged down by Arenado. Long throw! Got him! A floater into left center, and it's going to be caught on a diving catch by Rocchio with his back to home plate.
To the wall goes Simpson, and Simpson's got the ball. Took one away.
Short center, long run Carter. Oh, he got it! What a catch by Evan Carter! Coming in his car, he dives and makes the catch. Charging in, DeLauder dives, and he made the catch. Oh, a tumbling grab by Chase DeLauder. Ground ball to second, backhanded by Rojas. Throws from his knees, Miguel Rojas. Ridiculous! On the run and diving out there is Jackson Merrill. That ball is caught.
Welcome to Detroit.
Diving play, wonderful from his knees. He throws out Caratini.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Kyle Hart worked an inning and 2/3. The lefty did not allow a hit, didn't walk anybody, struck out one, and gives way to Jason Adam. Adam is in his 30th game, a 2-1 record with a 1.78 ERA, has one save. 24 hits over 25 1/3, 5 earned runs. He's allowed 3 homers, hitting a batter. And I say that because Ivan Herrera is at the plate, and he has only been hit by a pitch 18 times this year. 8 walks, 17 strikeouts, an opponent's batting average of .245 against the right-hander, Jason Adam. 3-1 San Diego, and the pitch inside nearly hit Herrera.
Adam's been an all-star, and he's a very solid veteran pitcher. 1.78 ERA. Probably be Adam and Morahone the last 2 innings with Miller on a bereavement list.
Herrera swings and hits a foul ball over the screen off to the right. 1 ball and 1 strike. Shepard Jones Financial Advisors are there for the moments that matter. Let them help you find your rich and build a game plan to get you there. EdwardJones.com, member SIPC. The pitch to Herrera, and that hit him. Glad I mentioned the hit by pitches.
Unbelievable.
That's the 19th time Herrera's been hit by a pitch.
And 3rd time in the last 2 days. It seems like they're always breaking balls. And it's not, again, not an intent. But
well, he had one at his coconut in the first inning from Rodriguez, and then he almost hit Rodriguez with a line drive hit off the bat over 100 miles an hour.
But a lot of times they're backup breaking balls that just go the opposite direction, and Herrera sees the spin, kind of moves into it, and then the ball just doesn't break.
Alec Burleson drove in the Cardinal run in the 5th inning, extending his hitting streak to 17 games, 1 out of 3 today. He represents the tying run. Jason Adam, a long look to first, the pitch. Burleson swings and fouls that at home plate.
Well, you take a base runner any way you can get it.
Stubby Clapp has something to say to his runner, Ivan Herrera.
It's actually John Jay down there at first base.
Oh, it is. It is John Jay. Quick word with Herrera over at 3rd. Pop Warner would like a little activity. Did the pitch com go flying?
Might have. You know, at some point, Stubby Clapp is going to be gone. I don't think it's today, though, because he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame in Canada.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's this weekend or this week or if it's going to be later in the summer. But, you know, congratulations to him regardless.
Oh, you bet. One of the greats.
That ball was fouled off the pitch count.
1 strike on Burleson.
Direct hit.
The pitch by Adam. Down and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, let's hope that hit by pitch starts the line moving for the Cardinals with Herrera at first base. He's on for the 3rd time today. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th inning and was left on. Adam with the pitch. Burleson hits a ground ball to second. To second out, on to first base, double play. Let's pause here for an ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Bob and Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, our producer-engineer is Jim Jackson. I'm John Rooney. We have Jonathan Camp in the St. Louis studio. Tom Ackerman hosted the pregame show. Matt Pauley will have our postgame show. And McKinnon is our booth assistant here at Busch Stadium as strike 1. Catches the outer half of the plate. Like to see him get into 1 here with 2 down. 3-1 San Diego. Walker fouls that off at the plate.
And it is this weekend where Stubby's going into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. That'll be on the 20th of June. So I'm sure he was just given the early exit to get on the road to get back to Canada to be available for that. I knew that he wouldn't be on a certain trip, and I thought it was Kansas City. So congrats again to Stubby. Hope he has a very meaningful and terrific weekend.
Dave McKay, former Cardinal first base coach, also in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. Walker taking his batter's timeout ahead of the 0-2 pitch. Nobody on base. A hit by pitch, a double play ball. Adam goes after Walker on 0-2 here in the 8th. Low for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lars Nootbaar is waiting on deck. The Padres have out hit the Cardinals 10-5. We've had an errorless game. 7 left on base today for San Diego, 6 for the Cardinals. Hitting room, deep left center field for Jordan Walker. The 1-2 pitch. Taken high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just been one of those days offensively, hasn't it? The Cardinals just
seems like the Cardinals have been having those in day games recently.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Even though they lit up the day game on Saturday in Minneapolis, winning 9-6. Walker swings, lifting a high fly ball, and that's off to the right, and it's going to go off the screen with Ty France leaping over the tarp, and he goes up against the screen down the right field line.
It wasn't just the baseball that went off the screen. It was the Padres' first baseman. He gave it up for his pitcher right there. Again, a very good defensive first baseman. We've talked about that. And if you're a Padres pitcher, you love seeing this. He kind of had a little half step up on the tarp and then just landed in the screen and couldn't get his glove out of the screen. It was stuck.
2-2 on Jordan Walker. France back to his position well off the first base line. Playing up the middle about as far as he can without a violation is Wagner. A swing, and there's a pop-up. Shading his eyes, the third baseman Machado drifting back to the grass in foul territory, and he backpedals, making the play. Walker fouls out to Machado. On to the 9th inning with the Padres leading 3-1 here in St. Louis.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball experience. Book.
Oh, and it hit Trout right off his right side. He dismisses the athletic training staff, says he's okay.
In between innings. Look at the signs. It says knuckling.
Tell you what, you know why they're mascots. They swung and missed at that thing about 100 times.
Look out, fellas. A nice job protecting the bullpen.
What a wild turn of events there. It's going to be an out on Nasim Nunez on one of the wilder plays you will see.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
If you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. You know, and I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson, and that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
Mercy makes scheduling easy. Just browse, book, and be seen. Visit mercy.net/bigwin. Mercy, official medical provider of the Cardinals.
Sung Moon Song. He's the second baseman for the Padres, and he takes strike one. Roycroft on the mound. The pitch coming up to the left-handed batter, and that is called a ball. No challenge by Pages. A 3-1 lead for the San Diego Padres as they bat in the 9th inning here at Busch Stadium. They're trying to get out of town with one win in these 3 games. Roycroft with the pitch, ground ball headed toward right field and past Weatherholt. Just took a bounce. Once the ball hit the grass, a bounce over Weatherholt's glove, and Song is on with a hit. And he's singing a happy tune at first base.
Weatherholt not happy with himself, thought he could have made that play. Would have been a great play if he'd have made it. But it had some topspin on it, which forced that little hop that you're talking about right when it got to him. And it jumped over top of his glove and into right field.
Here's showing bunt and pulling the bat back. Duran takes ball one outside from Roycroft. From the stretch, Roycroft checks on first base. Showing bunt again. The bunt is down up the third base line, foul. Fielded in foul territory by Blaze Jordan. Our game is brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Runner at first base, Sung Moon Song. Base hit to right field to lead off the ninth inning for San Diego. The pitch, a swing and a chopper to the shortstop. Wynn will have a play at first and throws out Duran. On to second, Song.
As good as a bunt that he tried to have.
Looked like an artificial turf chopper.
It sure did.
Big high bounce, and Wynn gets the out at first base. Runner at second for Fernando Tatis, who was singled, doubled, a stolen base, and an RBI today, going 2 for 4. And the Padres have to be feeling that's more like it out of Tatis, who came in 1 for 7 the first 2 games of the series with a walk and a run scored. Roycroft with the pitch, a fastball strike. Roycroft, tall right-handed pitcher from the Chicago area. Stands 6'8", 230 pounds, and he played basketball.
That's what I hear.
The one-strike pitch, runner at second. Here it comes.
Not surprising. Look at
inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 28 years old. Born in Dundee, Illinois. Went to Aurora U. Pitching with a runner on second. Song takes his lead there. And the 1-1 pitch for Tatis. Line drive right field. Walker is on the run. The ball's going to go over his head and off the wall. A run's going to score. The throw coming into second. And out at second is Tatis. Thrown out by Walker from the right field corner. Walker to his good friend Mason Wynn to put the tag down on Tatis, who wants that challenged.
If it stands, it would be Walker's 7th outfield assist. And that throw was right on the money. And they are going to challenge it. So we'll see.
Tatis gets his second RBI of the day. And it's a 4-1 lead for San Diego. Wynn put the tag down. The foot went over the bag. And if Wynn still had the tag on him, he's out. Yeah, he's out. At least that's the way I see it.
Yeah, the foot went over the bag. Did the trail leg have the front of the base or not? That's the question. I don't know if you can overturn that or not. The front leg went up over the bag. Yeah, I think he's out.
A single RBI and 9-6. That's the call on the field. The call was made by the crew chief, Las Diaz. And they really slow it down up on the big screen in center field here on the scoreboard.
So hard to keep that front foot down, isn't it, when you actually slide
it is
first?
And with the foot going over second base, I really believe that's why Las Diaz made the out call.
Yeah. And again, the trail leg eventually goes up against the bag, but the question is that after Mason had the tag on him?
Well, Tatis is just sitting on second base, talking to Weatherholt and Wynn. Burleson's over there as well, while Roycroft is taking a few warm-ups, and this review is taking a long time. The Padres have added on. They lead by 3. Roycroft has given up a run on 2 hits this inning.
As review, the goal stands
The runner's out. San Diego loses 7.
Outfield assist for Jordan Walker, who threw a strike to Mason Wynn.
It does not, unfortunately, take the run off the board, so the Cardinals got a bigger hill to climb in the bottom of the 9th inning, a 3-run deficit, and they'll have Nootbaar, Wynn, and Crooks. Actually, not Crooks. Pages to bat.
Pages puts down the target. Samad Taylor is the batter, taking ball 1 high from Roycroft.
Cardinals also have Brian Torres available, although it will probably be the left-hander Morahone pitching, so I guess it will be Pages.
Jordan plays inside the bag, about 10 feet off the line. The pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes on Taylor. Adam came in for the 8th inning. He hit Ivan Herrera. Herrera hit by a pitch for the 19th time, but he was out on a double play ball from Burleson. Then Walker fouled out to third. There's a foul ball out of play off to the right for Taylor. 2 balls and a strike. The Cardinals and the Kansas City Royals open a 3-game series tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Because of World Cup soccer at Arrowhead, it's an off day for the Cardinals and Royals. There's a line drive and a base hit into left center field. Hurrying over, Nootbaar gets to it. Taylor will stop with a base hit. 3 hits in the inning given up by Roycroft.
4 base runners out of 6 batters, 2 base runners out of 3 batters for Brule, who preceded Roycroft.
And with a 3-1 lead, it felt like 30-1.
Yeah.
Now it feels like 40-1. The Padres aren't finished. They have great speed at first, and Taylor, who has a steal in this series, he scored a run in the first inning. He's going. The pitch is fouled out of play off to the left. And the Padres aren't satisfied with a 3-run lead.
When I saw Taylor in the second spot in this order, I thought this is a team that's going to want to run today. I mean, they're tired of not scoring any runs. They have not been scoring them, and they're going to find ways to steal some bags, and they've already had a couple of stolen bases.
Stolen base today for Tatis. Here's the pitch by Roycroft, a swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Jackson Merrill.
So Merrill and Tatis with the stolen bases, also a advancement on a wild pitch, so they've been moving.
And lead by a 4-1 count, out-hitting the Cardinals 13-5. Roycroft on 0-2 for Jackson Merrill from the stretch. Long pause, and the pitch. Fouled off.
With that 6th outfield assist, Jordan Walker has now tied Andy Pages for the Major League lead. His season high was 8 at Jordan Walker's when he was a rookie in 2023. He had 8 outfield assists that year.
And those two have been contending for the RBI league.
They have.
Jackson Merrill with the runner going, takes a ball, the throw to second, and safe as the ball gets away from Mason Wynn. That's a steal for Taylor, no surprise. His 4th steal, his 2nd in the series. Runner at second, 2 outs, and a 1-2 count on Merrill. New ball thrown to the mound to Roycroft. Roycroft has thrown 21 pitches. He came on, hit Bogarts, his first batter, loading the bases in the 8th inning. And then France smoked a line drive to left that was caught by Lars Nootbaar. The 1-2 pitch here for Jackson Merrill. Merrill swings and hits it deep down the right field line, and it is a fair ball and a home run. Just fair. 6-1 San Diego with a 3-run 9th inning. That came on a 1-2 pitch. Scoring, Taylor. He hit that ball so hard it couldn't go foul, or is that going to be reviewed?
I think they're going to look at it. I don't know that that's going to change things, but I think it's logical to look at it just in case. I'm seeing it on the replay. Can't tell. As Ollie I think Chris Roycroft was actually asking Pages, do you think that was fair?
This will be a crew chief Reagular home run call.
Call on the field, the 8th homer of the year for Merrill.
These are the calls I'm glad that they're getting right.
Well, that ball hugged the line and was hit so high as Merrill teed off on Roycroft's pitch.
So the 3-1 lead that felt gigantic turned into 4, and now it really does.
It hit the facing of the second level after leaving the park, but did that hook to the point where it was already a home run and then looked like it was foul when it hit the facing of the second level.
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
Yeah, we're going to have a judgment here in a moment as they slow it down in New York frame by frame. The call on the field's home run. And Tatis being out at second base, that was a help, or the Padres would be up 7-1 this inning.
Yeah, the replay I'm looking at, it's fair.
Roycroft has given up 4 hits, 3 runs this inning. He has hit a batter while pitching 1 inning today. Miles Diaz is putting the earpiece back in. And he is talking with New York, communicating with the umpires in the studio in New York. This is taking a while.
Sure is.
That's why I think the call will stand if nothing else, if they can't confirm it. And here's the call.
After crew chief reviews, call stands, the home run.
It is. Call stands. 2-run homer for Merrill and a 6-1 lead for San Diego as the bullpen.
You know, I actually wondered.
Has not been that sharp after Swanson. Swanson, an inning and a third with 1 hit and a strikeout.
He was good, yes.
Brule, 1/3 of an inning, 2 hits given up to left-handed batters, and then Roycroft. Things have caved in on him.
You know, I wonder about that review on that play. It was hard to see because it was hit so high. I wonder if they got a very good view of it because it was that high, whether they could actually confirm it. They say it stands, but I wonder if they just couldn't see it.
Here's Machado going after a sweeper, swing and a miss. 1 strike with 2 outs in the 8th inning. Machado hit a fly ball to center field his last time up. The pitch, that's upstairs. And that was Machado facing Brule, the left-hander, the last time up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch number 25 in this relief appearance for Chris Roycroft. The 1-1, Machado takes outside, ball 2, 2-1. Six to 1 San Diego, 14 hits today for the Padres, only 5 for the Cardinals. The 2-1 pitch, outside, ball 3. Gavin Sheets, left-handed batter, is on deck. No one throwing in the Cardinal bullpen.
Did you know I had an attendance guess? I don't think we talked about that.
I heard your guess a long time ago.
No, I had it right maybe first inning. 29,859.
Here's a strike called.
Is that the one you heard?
That's the one I heard. Good walk-up crowd today, but many of those folks are in the cars and headed home with the Padres putting up 3 in the 9th inning to double their run total and a 5-run lead. The pitch on the way from Roycroft. Taken for a ball. Machado takes a walk. Roycroft has that walk and a hit by pitch.
Faced 8 batters, John, and has retired 2. Was helped out by the Walker throw into second base as Tatis was trying to stretch the single into a double, and even that took a review that went the Cardinals' way to help him out.
Here's the pitch. Sheets looks at a ball call, but it's being challenged by Pages, trying to help his pitcher, Roycroft. Sheets the last time up, a base hit. and it is
The ball, St. Louis has
a
1 down remaining.
ball. Might as well try it in the ninth inning.
Agreed.
2 outs.
Pitcher struggling.
The 7th batter in the inning for San Diego. Sheets is 1 out of 4 today. Roycroft with the 1-0 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holding at first base, Alec Burleson against the runner Manny Machado. Machado took a 2-out walk after Jackson Merrill's 2-run homer. The pitch, inside, 2-1. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. This is the top of the ninth that seems like will never end. The 2-1 pitch here. Inside, ball 3. 3-1. 3-1 with 2 outs. Home plate umpire James Jean indicating a 3-1 count. Machado at first base. The 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks for Roycroft. And here's the 8th batter in the inning, Xander Bogaerts.
Well, it's his game. There's no action in the Cardinals' pen. He has to finish this.
No, they're not going to burn another pitcher with a 3-gamer coming up against Kansas City starting tomorrow night.
Nope, can't do that.
Taking his time, Sheets gets to first base.
Is that the bullpen phone?
No. I think it was Commissioner Gordon calling Batman.
Was it? That phone was red, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
As I recall.
It had a beep to it.
Yeah, it did. Little button
2 on, 2 outs. Ball 1 high to Bogaerts. A ground out. The other out was on Tatis trying to stretch an RBI hit into a double and was thrown out by Jordan Walker. Machado was on second, Sheets on first. Both got on with walks. The pitch, outside, ball 2, 2-0.
Boy, when things spin on Chris Roycroft, they spin.
They just go out of control, and Roycroft wants a different baseball, and he's going to get a visit from his catcher, Pedro Pajes.
You know, his command is not really that much of a problem or as much of a problem when he's in the minor leagues.
No.
But when he gets here, he just gets out of whack fast. And if something bad happens, it goes from bad to worse than worse. And he can't seem to get it back.
36 pitches for Roycroft. Leahy started. 3 runs, 7 hits over 6 innings. He's the pitcher of record on the downside. The pitcher of record on the upside is their bulk pitcher. Rodriguez opened, and then Griffin Canning came on and pitched 4 1/3. The 2-0 pitch here for Bogaerts with 2 on. There's a strike called. Another reason to have a bulk pitcher after the opener. The bulk pitcher doesn't have to pitch 5 innings
to get a win. And they're trying to get that guy right. Maybe give him something positive, because if you're a starter in your rotation, you're struggling time after time.
The 2-1 pitch with 2 outs. Ground ball headed up the middle of the infield. Wynn gets to it, bobbles it, and everybody's safe. A rare error on Mason Wynn. But that's what happens when the inning gets away like this with so many pitches, so many out of the zone. Let's pause here for an ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar. Well, here's the 9th batter of the inning, Ty France. The bases are loaded. 3 runs are already in, and France fouls it back. 6-1 San Diego. Mason Wynn with the fielding error. Bogaerts is on. Sheets at second. Machado at third. The 1-strike pitch for their first baseman, Ty France. There's a high pop-up. That goes foul, out of play, off to the right. The Cardinal pitching staff issued 2 walks total in the first 2 games of this series. We've had 2 walks in this inning alone. Plus, Roycroft has hit a batter. That happened last inning. The pitch outside through the sweeper just off the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Friends.
We did get a note from MLB that the official supervisor explanation, after reviewing all the replays on that home run, they could not definitively determine whether it was fair or foul, where the foul line was. They could not definitively prove it.
The 1-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. The 9th batter of the inning, Ty France, strikes out. But the Padres have added on. They scored 3 times. Merrill accounted for 2 of them with a home run. Do or die bottom of the 9th coming up with the Padres leading 6-1.
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from, like, the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive, again, to maintain. Would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these, though.
So these are Ty Cobb's
And these
cleats.
are Ty Cobb's.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes him special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
Bobbleheads, discounts, ticket offers, and more, in addition to supporting exhibit design and artifact restoration. There are a variety of membership levels, including our ultimate level of membership. For more info and to join, go to cardinals.com/membership.
Well, it's not Adrian Morjon, it's Adrian Morahone who is going to pitch here in the 9th inning.
Not the typically way they would normally use him. He's been a late inning guy for them, an all-star for them, and he's got a big arm from the left side. Not his best year yet. He's got a 4 ERA, but he can be lights out when he's right.
The 1-strike pitch for Newbar, up and away for a ball, and the 3-run 9th inning took all the air out of this ballpark.
Sure did.
A 6-1 lead for San Diego. 6 runs, 14 hits. No errors for the Padres today. The pitch by Morahone, a swing and a miss, 1-2 on Newbar. The Padres have stranded 10. The Cardinals have left 6 on today. Morahone with the pitch. Newbar takes it outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Padres today, with 10 left on, have gone 4 for 14 with runners in scoring position. The 2-2 pitch from Morahone. A foul ball back to the screen. Cardinals-Royals tomorrow, game 1 of a 3-game series. 6:40 for the first pitch, thrown by lefty Noah Cameron from St. Joseph, Missouri. He's 3-4. Matthew Liberatore from Peoria, Arizona. 3-3 will start for the Cardinals. The 2-2 pitch, way outside.
Morahone just 5'11", but 224 pounds. He's thick, 27 years of age, and he is from Havana, Cuba.
Newbar's day, strikeout, line-out, strikeout. Morahone on 3-2 to Lars Nootbaar. And that's a hit to left field. That's exactly where a third baseman would normally set up, but with the left-handed batter up, Machado was playing like a shortstop. And with the unguarded third base position, Nootbaar is 1 for 4, getting a hit to lead off the ninth. The 3-run top of the ninth.
I know. We just need 8 more of those hits, though.
Well, keep the line moving.
See what happens.
Mason Wynn, a single and a walk. He was caught stealing in the 6th inning. And then Hart struck out Nelson Velasquez, pinch hitting for Jimmy Crooks. The pitch, Wynn looks at a fastball, 100 miles an hour right down the middle. Rodriguez, the opener, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Canning 4 1/3, 1 run, 4 hits. He walked 3, struck out 2. Wynn hits a ground ball up the middle of the infield. Bogarts gets to it, steps on second, throws wide at first, but the tag is made by France on Wynn going by, and that's a double play.
Boy, that's a very dangerous tag by France. We've seen guys get hurt before on that play where the first baseman's coming off the bag and throws out your left arm to tag a runner going by. Often you get that shoulder pushed back when you make that tag, and a lot of times your shoulder injuries, elbow injuries can result because of that. We've seen several people deal with that, John, over the years, but he was able to avoid injury, thankfully, and so was Mason.
Well, that kind of play happened to your old teammate Kelly Parrish when he was
right.
playing for the Chicago White Sox. He was injured like that in Seattle, and his career was not the same after that. The pitch, swing and a miss by Pedro Pajes. Pedro up for the first time. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, a .230 average for the right-handed batting catcher. He takes the ball high, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Cardinals are down to their last out.
I guess every day can't be your day.
And this hasn't been the Cardinals' day. The pitch on the way is swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Bogarts throws out Pajes, and this ballgame has come to an end. Seattle salvages a game in the 3-game series, 6-1 over the Cardinals, and we'll have more for you after this. Still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
Good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it.
Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field, just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back? Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it? Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Placata."
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, so it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Bottom four, 3-0 Blue Jays.
Hitting streak to 17 with a single in the fifth inning. But not many more highlights than that. I will say the job by Matt Swanson, one of his best outings of the 2026 season.
Yeah, and looking back on that, the point I made, John, and I actually feel about that even more strongly now, is that with him pitching the way he did, the likelihood of the Cardinals, the way the game was flowing, coming back didn't feel that great. But the idea of taking him out so that he would be available to be that sharp again when the Cardinals take on Kansas City, I think that is a very good reason to make the decision that was made. But unfortunately, it was not a good day for Brule, who got some help, actually, and was kind of fortunate not to give up a run today. It wasn't his best day, nor was it Chris Roycroft's, where the ninth inning just spun out of control at a 3-spot, made the game pretty much out of reach.
Well, for Brule, he gave up 2 hits to left-handed batters, but the lefty didn't allow a run because of a line drive to left that left the bases loaded. But for Roycroft and Brule total, an inning and 2/3, 6 hits, 3